Okay, I just want to do a little bit about this build and the importance of it to me and to Shane. So Shane came to me and asked me would I do a build for him. It wanted to be his dream boat. So something that he could keep when he moves back to Southeast Queensland and have available to him so that he can go offshore if the weather's really good. He can go fishing for flathead, he can go crabbing, go fishing for bream, do whatever he wants to do. So he found himself a boat up in Cairns, and he had an old fiberglass boat that he no longer wanted. It was full of rot. He had a good trailer and a good motor. This boat came with a crap trailer and a motor that didn't run. So we got it for the right price, put the hull onto his good trailer, left the motor that's on this boat, put then his fiberglass boat onto the old trailer, and pretty much gave it away. So this is the start of what's going to be a very special build for me. Shane's really helped me out over the last couple of years, and I'm going to put all my love and care into this one. So hopefully you'll enjoy what is going to be completed, and you'll get to see it along the process as we go. Okay, the boat is coming home. I've done a little bit to it from when Shane brought it to my house. Stripped all the interior out of it, which you'll see in photos during the build. But that's where we're at with it. Inside is full of leaves. That's all got to be cleaned out, and we'll go from there. Okay, first gurney clean out of the boat. Still heaps more to go to clean it, but it looks heaps better. Look at all the rubbish, all the leaves, all the crap that's come out of it. Okay, now that everything's out of the boat, and obviously our first step is to sand. We need to get rid of all of the paint that's all cracked up and make sure it's all cleaned up properly. So here we go. So basically what we have is all this stuff here, which is all high, and you get your nail caught on it, and I just sand it back like this, so it doesn't have to have the white, like all the paint taken right off it. It just has to make sure, and then I'll actually spray a like just a filler sealer over the whole lot before it gets painted. So you can see I've sanded all the top side all the way down to the back, all the way up the other side. I've also sanded this edge all the way around, in a way, and I've got the floor lifted, and that's where the fuel tank's going to go. So console will obviously be there, the floor's got a lift on it, and tank under there. replace that. Put a nice new piece on. That's going to be hard to get off. All the bolts are corroded, so I've got to get all this Sikaflex out of all these holes. A lot of them will get reused, but there's your corroded bolts. When I'm working on the boats, glasses, earmuffs. I've got the casing off that, but I'm going to try and get in there. Made up those two, go either side in there. Console had a hole all the way through it, now has no holes, except for the new ones that I've cut out. So, switch panel, fuel gauge, revs and everything. Might look horrible these holes, but they come up very nicely. That's for the auto bilge pump, and that's for the gunner lights, obviously steering wheel. And yeah, all the holes are gone. Gave it a coat of paint. It'll go on the boat shortly, and this is the first bit of EvaDeck getting stuck down. So this is the board that goes under the console, and all the cables will run up through that. This is the original piece of timber. This is the original floor. So I'm just using it as a template. So that just shows me getting this angle along here perfect. But I'm going to cut it in half. So I'll have half and then half again. So if it needs to be lifted out, it's easy to take one half side out. So I've been working on a few little bits and pieces, and just want to show you, I haven't done all the videoing of it all getting cut up and everything, but it's definitely starting to get there. We've now got a fuel tank. So yeah, really happy with how it's just sitting in there. It'll have all rubber around it. We've got a floor, and then we've got a hatch will go there so you can get to obviously your bilge pump and stuff. And then I've put 2 vents in, basically so you can just hose all the crap straight down it. Obviously it doesn't look the prettiest at the present moment. What I've done is I've cut it out, sunk it down a bit, and then turned it upside down, and then the Eva deck will go literally to that edge. And then I've done the side compartment. So what I've done is obviously that's the pocket there, and I've cut the pocket out and put those in. So when you open that up, you just put all stock and stuff in the back behind it. And I'll cut out the hole, put this in it, sit around way like that. Nice tight. One hatch, 2 speakers. New bungs at the back, blue lights. That's the pump for the intake for the bait tank. There's another blue light to go on this side yet, another tank, and then also for the transducer. And then on the inside of here, we also put in bilge pump, and that side there is for the float switch. Pretty excited. We've got our first lot of cables run. So that's all the cables that are for all the bits inside the tank at the back. Wiring time. First battery is in. Battery switch. It's all going to run neatly under here, up along there. So the first wires are terminated. Blue lights joined together. So what I use, I solder all of my joints, and then each individual core gets heat shrunk with a double wall glue, and then a full one goes over the whole lot, as you can see by that. So that's done on all of my cables, so that way there's no chance of any water getting in, because it's a double lot of heat shrink and a double lot of glue. All the wiring is done at the back end of the boat. Batteries connected. That little one there goes all the way through to the bait tank pump. Switches are done. Goes down, has to go underneath that deck wash, unfortunately. Comes back up the back. There. And then it goes into the conduit. This runs all the way along. Down there, around, and back up, and that's all those cables at that end. Okay, the boat's having a sleepover for a week. Getting all the motor installed, all the hydraulics going to be done, all the wiring's going to be done. And if we're on the Gold Coast, anybody, and you want some work done, this is the company, Outboard Parts Australia. See Andy O'Connor, they're the ones that are going to be doing all the work to Shane's boat. 60 horsepower is mounted. All new hydraulic steering. It runs all the way through the pipe work, all the way down there, and then a brand new controller. So time to step up to the next section, which is starting to build all the front floor section. So I've put all the framing in here. So made a bit of framing closer up so the hatch isn't quite as big. I've mounted that bit of timber, which I've got to take back out again yet. Also mounted a bit at the back there, so nothing falls through. Front flooring all cut out, and someone else is helping me today. You'd be proud, Shane, she's giving you a hand. Kerry's painting it. First part of the flooring, or the eave decking, is on. Down into there, the storage hatch. Something that a lot of people don't do, I notice when I take floors out of boats that have been done up, there's no positive buoyancy put back into them. So if you take buoyancy out, it's got to go back in, especially if you're putting extra weight in the boat. So this will be used up of everything that Shane, well, I took out of Shane's boat, but I've also got heaps more that'll go in it as well. All the foam, positive buoyancy, put into the main part of the hull, and now the floor can go on. Well, we're definitely getting there. So a lot of little stages have just been completed. As you would have seen, all of the foam's put underneath this floor, and this floor is now all screwed down. So I've just made that little hatch there. Obviously got all the front screwed down. Got that hatch there, which goes into the fuel. I've got the second coat of paint on it, so that's now finished. Third coat of paint on the console, so that's now finished. Got the speakers in today and 2 rod holders. Had the seat made up today, so we have an esky and then just a storage box underneath it, and that's where the bait tank is going to go. I've just got to get the bracket for that tomorrow, and then the console is finished. So steering wheel's on, all the switches, VHF, and I wasn't sure what to do with the stereo, but I came up with a nice little plan. So it just sits on the side there, and I cut it out and put it in. Fire extinguishers mounted, and they're the lithium batteries for the electric motor. So all the wiring is done, everything's been tested, everything works. I'm a little bit excited. We actually aren't that far from being finished. So the electric motor was installed today, and it's working. Obviously rod holders on the front. The Minn Kota puck there, got a bit of Everdeck on the back with the anchor light and 2 rod holders installed. The deck wash pump is all the hoses are done for that now. Sound is on. Fuel tank's full. Gauge is working. That's the volts. A bit hard to tell what it is, but that's the volts for that. And the other one is for the electric motor. I know, water test. Oh, that got up nice. 30 knots. Totally happy with that. Mounted the bait board today, bait tank, bait board. It's going to have a switch on it there, so you can isolate it if you want to, so the water doesn't come through, and then the water will flow out of there, and we'll pump in through there. We've got 8 days until the handover, so I'm down to little bits and pieces now. So what I've done is write myself a list of just bits and pieces, you know, that just have to be done. Today I put the antenna on for the stereo and mounted the front sounder, and I'll put carpet up in the anchor well. Righto, Shane's about to do the reveal. So,
which way, left or right?
Turn straight around if you like.
Straight around, so it's alright at the back, eh?
You better go see. Come on, go look.
It's yeah, it's under the
That's the new Bimini.
Bimini.
Yeah, new Bimini. Yeah.
Going off to the right. Do I have to have even that's good.
He's going, what the hell is all those bits down the back?
I'm just looking.
Want me to go?
2 little socks there to get all the water out. So changed over this as well.
Way too big.
Way too big.
Way too big.
Good to see the life jacket sign up there. All compliant. No more scratches, it's all.
No holes, mate.
No holes.
That's the original console.
Yeah? Now watch me spill the beer.
No, it's been christened. It's had beer, rum, and V.
Alright.
Been well christened.
Well, that's for the Inferno. You also got a new.
Yeah, watch that. Boat's going, finally leaving my yard. Shane's happy. See you in the morning.